only in the computer science field, not only in that electric field, it changed all that working style of all the domains like mechanical or automobile or computer science and anything and everything, right? It changed that working style, it changed the technology of all the domains. Okay, so that industry 4.0 is going to lead at least for 10 years from now, right? So we can segregate into some parts like industry 4.0 that mechanical and automobile, industry 4.0 in our IT sector, that is information technology, right? So now we can see what happens because of that industry 4.0 in that information technology domain, that is in that computer science domain, right? So some three technologies are going to rule that industry 4.0 for 10 years from now, right? So what are the three technologies, I mean, in the field of computer science? So what are the three technologies here? Number one, it's data science, okay, and number two is machine learning, and number three is cyber security. Okay, so these three technologies or these three domains are going to rule that computer science field, that is information technology field, for 10 years from now, right? So what is the need of data science, what is the need of machine learning, and what is the need of cyber security? Okay, so just think about it. So we have a company, I mean, there is a software company. In that software company, the project is going to be developed, right? So what is the basic of that project? It's nothing but an analyzing of data. Okay, so if you want to create some software for some billing software for a supermarket, means you just want to analyze the products rate from nearby departmental stores. Okay, so that is analyzing. Okay, so after analyzing this all the things, you are going to design your project, right? So for in a software company, if a project is developed, so what are the sectors are there that analyze it? Some part of people are working under that analysis team, and some people are working under the designing team. The same, you have read all those things in the software engineering subject, I think, right? Okay, so some people are working under the designing team and some people are working in the development team. So we have a separate team for creating an individual software. Okay, in this industry 4.0, the main theme of this 4.0 is automation. So automation plays a key role in this industry 4.0, right? So these are the basics we are going to discuss here. Okay, so
sorry to disturb you, sir. Your slide is not changing anything. Stable.
So till now I didn't change the slides.
Okay, sir. Okay, sorry.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Right. So we can tell you a story. Okay. So we can start with the story, right? So the same company is going to develop a project, right? The first phase is analysis. Okay. So that analysis phase, you need to collect that information, right? That is known as data science. So data science is nothing but it's a collection of data. Okay, so what do you mean by that? Big data. Big data is not a huge one, or big data is not a difficult one. Okay, so for 1 GB pen drive, 2 GB data is a big data. For 1 TB hard disk, 2 TB hard data is a big data. Okay, so that is a thing. Big data is not a new or not a threatening one. Okay, so for analyzing purpose, I need to know that data science. Number one, it's over. And second one, in the development of software, there will be some two teams, right? So one is going to develop a project and another one is going to test that project, right? Here in this industry 4.0, that is automation process, there will not be a separate team for both development and testing. The machine can itself can develop and also can test. Right now, the people under the development team and the people under the testing team is not required. Right, so that is a basic theme of this automation. Okay, so in case, for example, if 10 people doing the work means, in this machine learning, that is in this automation, only two is enough to do all the process, right? So that is a here in this machine learning, we can segregate this machine learning into two things. One is artificial intelligence and also deep learning, right? So artificial intelligence, it has some regression techniques and classification, regression, some of the statistical techniques or comes under this artificial intelligence. In the part of deep learning, you can how to say, you can segregate this deep learning into number of parts. Okay, so we can explain this later, right? So in this webinar session, in this session, we are going to discuss, so what are the technologies I want to know to get a job after the degree. That is a basic motto of this webinar, this session. Okay, so let me go inside. Okay, so what are the things we are going to cover in this session, right? So programming languages, network and cyber security, testing, and what are the future domains. So these are all, that is programming languages, network security, testing, future domains, are some of the individual platforms. It has some individual platforms. Okay, so the work in that software companies is not same to all the people, right? So that is you just keep it in mind. Okay, so first one, we are going to discuss about programming languages. Okay, so in this programming languages, so what are the new programming languages which are highly used in that software companies, and what are the programming languages I need to know to get a good job opportunity, right? So first thing is Python. So nowadays all the at the most of the companies are changed their programming languages or using this Python as an important programming language there, because Python is a very simple one comparing to that C, C++, and Java. Okay, the coding will be very simple. Okay, and also it will be very how to say, it will be very easy to learn also, right? So for example, if you need to print a program in C, we can take that hello world program in C means, so what are the things you will write to print a hello world, right? So you need to declare something. It will take some 2 to 3 lines to write a program now. But in Python, it only one line is enough. You just type that print hello world. That is enough. That hello world program will be printed, right? So this is the advantage of that Python. That is the codings and also the under C compare. Yes. So what are the things I need to know for Wait a minute. Right. So Python, we discussed in the about this Python, right? So Python is important programming language. So all the people must know, or all the people must learn. If you want to get job in a software company, the basic programming language nowadays is Python. You just there will be huge websites to learn Python, huge certification programs in for Python. For example, Coursera. What is the next thing? Coursera, Udemy, and in NPTEL also a lot of Python courses are there. You just go and learn that Python from there. It will be more helpful for your placements also, right? So also I've told previously now that artificial intelligence, machine learning. So these are the important domains. To get a job in this domain, Python plays a key role here, right? Okay, so what is the next one? So next one is Java programming. So what is the purpose of Java programming? Where the Java program are using, right? So what are the domains, or what are the industries are highly using this Java program? Like mobile applications, games, web applications. If you are interested in developing an app, Java is a platform. Okay, so you need to learn Java to become a developer, to become an app developer, or to become a web app developer. Okay, so for that you need to know Java. So these are some of the programming languages, and the next one is Kotlin. Kotlin is a tool, or Kotlin is one of the programming languages which is highly used in mobile application development and hybrid applications. Okay, so recent mobile apps were developed by this Kotlin language. Okay, most of the is a separate platform. iOS is a separate platform. Android app is there. iOS app is there. Windows apps also is there. But the purpose of this Flutter is it can create an app for Android, for iOS, and also for Windows. Okay, so it is a general IDE to prepare or to create a mobile app for all the things. Create an app for all the things like Android, iOS, Windows, etc. Okay, so this is a purpose of this is a use of Flutter. Okay, and also we can use for software development, and also we can use for web applications, right? So Flutter is a complete package. It's a common package for all OS, all operating systems. Okay, Android is one operating system, iOS is operating system, Windows is operating system. Okay, so for different kinds of operating systems, Flutter is a common tool for creating that applications for all the OS, right? So Flutter and Kotlin languages also we can learn from online courses, right? From Coursera, from Udemy. So a lot of websites out there. You can just go through it. And next one is R language. So R language, I think you may aware about this R language. So R language is highly used for data analytical purpose, that is analysis purpose, right? So for example, if you are interested in that data science, or if you are interested in that big data, this R language will help for you to learn all the things. Okay, so R is a language which is using for data analysis, scientific research, and banking sectors. Okay, so in that banking sectors also, that R language plays a key role. Okay, so banking sectors, that data contains all the information about all the account holders. Okay, so you need to maintain the database. For maintaining that database, that R programming language is helpful for you, right? And the next one is Rust. So Rust is also one of the new programming language. Okay, this Rust is used for creating some game engines, some virtual reality, and also for operating systems. Okay, so virtual reality, for virtual reality purpose, I need to develop a code for that virtual reality. For that developing the code, this Rust is an important programming language. Okay, so if you are interested in virtual reality, you can go with Rust, or if you are interested with data analytics, that is big data, you can go with R. Okay, and if you have some basic if you have some interest about coding languages, you can go with general coding. General coding job means you can go with Python, Java, etc. Okay, so these are, and next one is Go and Swift. Okay, so these are some of the new programming languages. So Go is a programming language which is used for developing the web applications, and also Swift is a programming language. It is used for developing iOS application development. Okay, so if you don't want to know all the programming languages, all the languages, you don't want to need, or you don't want to learn all the languages. So what is the interest, what is your interest, whether you are interested in mobile development, mobile app development, you just learn particular language like Flutter and Swift. If you want to become a web application developer, you just go with Go language, Java language. And if you want to become a researcher in artificial intelligence field and any other field, so you just go with Python, and also you just learn some concepts about artificial intelligence, right? So these are all comes under this programming languages. Okay, and next one is, if you are interested in web development side, so what are the things you want to know, you want to learn, and what are the things you want to know? Okay, if you want to become a web developer, right? So first thing, JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript plays an important role in that web development side. Okay, so you need to learn JavaScript. In this JavaScript, Node.js, Vue.js, AngularJS, React.js. So these are the topics under this JavaScript, and TypeScript, Scala. Scala is one of the tool to develop, to learn for developing that web applications. Okay, so web development side, right? So if you want to become a web developer, you need to know, you need to learn this JavaScript concepts, right? Next one, databases. Okay, so till now we have seen about that web application oriented job, and also programming languages which are used for getting job, right? So now, if you are interested with database concepts, so if you want to become a database administrator, okay, so I've already told now that IT field, okay, so you will become a cyber security analyst, you become a database administrator, if you become a developer, that is web developer, you can become what to say, mobile app developer, and game developer. There will be a huge and different opportunities in that IT field. Okay, so the third one is a database domain. Okay, so in this database, if you want to become a database administrator, or if you are more interested in that database, so what are the things you want to know, or what are the things you want to learn? First thing is SQL and NoSQL. SQL and NoSQL, right? Okay, so in this SQL, so here MySQL is there, Oracle is there, Microsoft Access is there, PostgreSQL is there. Okay, so if you are interested in the SQL, you just get some certification from this SQL. That certification will help you to get a job in this database, right? So what are the things? SQL is in this SQL, we have certification is MySQL, we have certification is Oracle and Microsoft Access certification, PostgreSQL. Okay, and also MongoDB, Apache, FlogDB. These are all comes under NoSQL. Okay, so MongoDB certification is also there. Apache Cassandra. Okay, so Apache Cassandra, it's server. Okay, so Apache is the server, right? So we can most of the companies the Apache has been used. Okay, so for that to get job in this database field, this Apache Cassandra certification will help you out more. Okay, so this is all about database administration. And next one is networks and cyber security. Okay, so some people are having more interest in networks and cyber security. Okay, so actually my area of interest is networks and cyber security, and my research, my PhD is under this networks and cyber security. It's all about interest. If you have interest in this networks and cyber security, you just in the field of cyber security. Okay, so what are the job opportunities for this cyber security? So we have huge yes. Again, some network issue in my side. Sorry, I'm in some rural area, so my network will be slow. Sorry, and we can continue what we have discussed. Thus, network security and cyber security, right? So, cyber security. What are the job opportunities for that cyber security, right? So we have numerous opportunities in all the corporate companies and also in that government levels. Okay, so every software company in every software company, they need to protect their data, they need to protect their how to say their products, right? So I think you may aware about that ransomware virus attack, right? So it was happened some 3 years ago, I think. Ransomware virus. Okay, so what is a ransomware virus? Okay, that intruder can send a mail to you, right? So if you open that particular mail means that virus will capture all your system. Okay, so all your system and encrypt all your folder. Okay, so it just closed your folder. You cannot able to open that particular folder. That is called a ransomware folder. Okay, so how to say? So in a government office, the particular folder contains all the information about the salary of their employees or amount for their new projects, all the things. If that intruder logged that particular folder means that government office, in the complete government office, will not be working. Okay, so after some time, the intruder negotiating with you for getting some money. Okay, so this to avoid this, we need a cyber security person in a policy for the cyber security experts. Okay, so to become a cyber security specialist, so what are the things I want to learn? Okay, so you want to learn that firewalls. Okay, so in that firewalls, checkpoint firewalls, Cisco ASA firewall, FortiGate firewall, Palo Alto, Juniper. So these are the important tools under that firewall. If you want to learn about that firewalls, so these are the things by FI, Radware, proxy, antivirus, and anti-malware, DLP. So these are the things you want to know if you want to become a cyber security specialist. Okay, so you want to know all the things, you want to learn these kind of things. If you are interested to become a cyber security specialist, so go with your particular domain and omit all the remaining things. Okay, so and also if you have, if most of the people are, most of the students are not interested to write a course, right? Including they say to write a code, right? So some of the people are how to say, so are don't want to write a code, means you just go with this kind of things, these kind of domains. Okay, so for a cyber security specialist, so these are the that firewalls, load balancing, proxy, so these are the some of the tools or some of the courses you want to learn. Okay, and also testing is also one of the separate domain in that IT field. Okay, so in this testing, so what are the things? Selenium is a tool. Catalog Studio is a tool. Edge Complete is a tool. IBM Rational Function Tester, Ranorex. So these are the some of the tools which are you a tester. You need to learn this kind of certifications. Okay, so software testing analyst, software testing specialist. This is a post which are in that IT field, that is IT companies. Okay, so if you want to become a tester, you just go with this automated testing, the courses like Selenium, Catalog, etc. Okay, right. Till now, we have discussed almost some different domains like testing, developing, cyber security, and also data analytics, right? Before entering into the next slide, I just brief about I just brief about all the things which we have seen till now, right? So first thing, it's a programming languages. Okay, so what are the programming languages plays important role nowadays? Okay, so Python is a basic one. Okay, so if you are my suggestion is you just go with Python. Python is a very simple language and very interesting one. Okay, so Python language is a very interesting one. Easy to understand, easy to read. Okay, so just easy to learn. You just go with Python. Okay, so after Python certification, you just go with the new domain called artificial intelligence, machine learning, etc. Okay, so in your artificial intelligence also Python plays an important role. If you know Python, means that artificial intelligence have a very numerous algorithms. Okay, so that algorithms you can write code for that algorithms by using Python. Okay, so programming languages we have finished. For data analytics, or it's a programming tool, or is a programming language which is highly used for data analytics. And after that, what we have seen, some web applications. So for the web, JavaScript and other things. Okay, for that development, we just so this sector have you can build that kind of thing. So it's also comes under the cyber security, right? So for if you are interested in that cyber security, you want to become a cyber security analyst, means you can go with that. Okay, so after that, testing domain. Okay, so in this testing domain also we have numerous tools, right? If you are interested in that, Selenium, IBM, Ranorex, like that. Okay, so Selenium, nowadays Selenium used in most of the area. Okay, so if you want testing, means you just learn Selenium. Okay, all right. Next one is, so what are the future domains? Okay, artificial intelligence, machine learning, virtual reality, data science, blockchain, and IoT. Right. So in that, how to say? At starting itself, we have told industry 4.0, right? So industry 4.0 has three key areas. One is data science, second one is machine learning, and the third one is cyber security. Okay, so along with that virtual reality is also added in industry 4.0, right? Machine learning is segregated into two things. One is artificial intelligence and another one is deep learning. Okay, so neural networks. So neural networks plays important role nowadays. Okay, that neural networks comes under the deep learning concept, right? So robotics. So of hardware and software, right? So that is IoT. Clear? So these are the future domains which it will rule that IT sector for at least some 10 to 50 years, 15 years. Okay, so this is the right time. Or you, if you are a student of pre-final years and also final years, you just go with any one of the certifications. Normal degree will not be helpful for you to get a job. That normal degree is, seriously telling, normal degree is just a key to enter that interview room. That's it. You want to learn more than your degree. Okay, so you want to know more than your degree. Okay, so all of you just go with any one of the certifications. It will be helpful for you for getting job easily, right? Okay, so it's just a brief of all the things, right? So choice of language. So what is the language you want to know? If you want to become a front-end web developer, okay, front-end web developer means a website designer. Okay, so what are the things you want to know? HTML5, CSS, TypeScript. So these are the languages you want to know to develop, to become a web developer, front-end web developer. Okay, like for backend, excuse me, for backend you need to know JavaScript, Python, Go, Scala, and Ruby. So these are all some of the tools which are useful for backend development, right? And for mobile development, mobile app development, what are the languages you want to know? Java, Swift, Object-C, JavaScript, Kotlin, Flutter. So these are the mobile app development. So Flutter is a tool which is used for developing app for Android, for iOS, and also for Windows. Okay, so as we already discussed. Okay, so this is a mobile app development. And the next one is game development. If you are interested in game development, okay, so you just learn Unity or TypeScript, any one of the languages, right? Also desktop application development. So for desktop application development, Python, Scala, Go is a tool which is used for developing desktop apps. Okay, and also system programming. For a particular for a programming, you need to know Go and Rust. Okay. Only one thing I want to tell you. Okay, so only one thing I want to tell you guys here. Okay, so you don't want to learn all these languages at a time. Okay, so all these HTML, CSS at a time. If you want to, if you have interest in mobile development domain, you just go with any one or two of these languages. Okay, so I think I'll recommend this Flutter. I'll refer this Flutter. If you just learn Flutter, it will be helpful for developing an app in any domain, any operating systems, for Android, for iOS, and also for Windows application development. That Flutter will be helpful. Okay, so if you are interested in mobile development side, just learn this Flutter. Okay, right. So these are the programming languages which will be helpful for particular domain. Okay, so if you have chosen certain domain, okay, so I'm interested in AI and ML, that is artificial intelligence, machine learning. So I'm interested in that. So I'll do my projects under that artificial intelligence, or I'll do my research under AI. Okay. So if you have interest in AI and machine learning, so you want to know these languages, Python or Java. In this area, in this for numerous for that particular algorithms, the Python is basic one. So that's why I about learning Python. Right? Also, virtual reality is also one of the upcoming domains. Virtual reality. Okay, so to become a virtual reality expert, or to become an augmented reality expert, these are the languages will help you out, right? So what are those? Python, JavaScript, Java, C++. Okay, so these are the basic programming languages which are helping for that virtual reality. And also data science. For data science, what are the things? What are the things are used there? Python or Java. Okay, so you just note this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just see all these 5 domains. Python will be there in 5 domains, in all the 5 domains. Okay, so Python is a language which is used in all the domains. Okay, so for that only I have told, just go with some certification or just go with some learning under this Python language. Okay. Right. Next one is IoT. For that IoT domain, C++, Java, Python, Rust, JavaScript, all the things. At last, blockchain. Blockchain is using in that cyber security field. Okay. So you can learn Python, Java, C++, any one of the programming languages for studying this blockchain concepts. Right. Right. So till now, I think I have told you something in this webinar, and you got some more informations in this webinar. So now in this slide, I just stopped my presentation. If any queries, you can ask now, or you can post it in chat box also. And so myself is Praveen Kumar, at last, working as assistant professor in the Department of Information Technology from Ratnam Technical Campus and Engineering College in Coimbatore. And also I'm designated as IIC initiatives, that is Institute Industry Collaboration Initiatives. It was under that MHRD, Central Government MHRD department. Okay, so that's all about me. If you have any doubts, you can ask, and you can post in the chat box also. And if you want to ask me something, means just note down my mail ID. It's connectopraveen@gmail.com. Okay, so I'll post it in the chat box. Okay, Karthik sir.
Yes, sir.
So I have finished my presentation. If you have, if people have any doubt, means you can.
So students, dear participants, do you have any queries? Please ask our Praveen Kumar sir. He is available to clarify your doubts. Just unmute your mic and ask your doubts, because they are teaching about the future, right? Future endeavor. It may, most of their final years, so it may more helpful for your future. So please ask any doubt, the future technology, or which company, how we can connect with the companies. So any doubts, just unmute and ask the doubts.
Hello.
Yeah. So I think no queries from the participant side.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. And
Okay.
Thanks a lot, sir, for the giving an excellent presentation. Really is excellent presentation. I'm sure it will more helpful for the participants. And we got more ideas about the job markets and the values of the courses and the certifications. So we know the future of the domain. So everything we'll just learn about because of from you. And I think from today onwards, the participants are the more give valuable time to spend for preparing the certification courses. Really, thank you so much for accepting the webinar hosting. And once again, I thank to our beloved principal, Dr. R. Swaminathan sir, and our secretary, Ms. S. Aishwarya Swaminathan, Ma'am Chief Administrative Officer, and our Vice Principal, Dr. S. Leslie Ma'am, Head of the Department Commerce, and I thank to our co-convener, Ms. S. Priyadarshini Ma'am, Head of the Department Information Technology, and my co-colleagues, Ms. Unadevi Ma'am and Abhinay Ma'am. Thank you. And once again, the final thank to all the participants. Thank you so much. The feedback form will be shared through the chat box. Please fill the feedback form. Then only you can receive the certification for this session. So the external certificate we won't send through the email ID. So please fill the feedback form. You will receive the certificates. So someone Santosh, he asked the question, how to learn the hacking skills.
Yes, hacking skills, right? So, yes, Santosh sir. So very happy to see you, right? So hacking skills, if you want to learn means you can start with the scratch. Okay, so go with the CCNA certification. Okay, Cisco certified network. Okay, CCNA certifications, right? So from that CCNA certification, after that you can go with some ethical hacking certification, right? So Cisco is providing this ethical hacking certification courses, right? You just go with that Cisco website and you can get more courses in this hacking domain, right? So any other doubts? I think all may have some clear idea about this presentation. So
Yeah, sure.
no doubts, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sir. Okay. So, one thing, so happy learning for all the people. So, don't lock your mind in this lockdown period, right? So, just open to learn something new, right? So, this is the right time to upgrade ourselves. Clear? So, lockdown is for society, not for us, right? Okay, so go with that happy learning. So thank you for providing a wonderful opportunity, Professor Karthik sir. Oh, and I think we can leave now, right?
Participant, you can leave from the.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right.